Hey, and welcome back to Influence, a show all about the College of Agriculture and Life Sciences. I'm your host, Lacey Gordon. Here with me today is two special people, and I'm so excited for y'all to get to hear from them. Our first guest today is Miss Ansley Boyd. Ansley, how are you doing today?
I'm good, Lacey. How are you?
Good, good. Well, we're so glad to have you today. Thank you so much for joining us.
Well, thank you for having me on.
Yes, so Ansley is one of our Agriculture Future of America leaders, and so I would love for you to talk a little bit more about that program and what that program means to you.
So AFA stands for the Agriculture Future of America, and it is a national agricultural organization for college students. Their goal is to build bridges for students in agriculture, so they do this through programming events.
Yeah.
They have a huge event in Kansas City every year where about 900 of America's top agriculture students will join, and they'll just learn different leadership skills and then how to apply them in their role in agriculture.
Yeah.
And so then they have specialized institutes. They have 6, so precision ag, crop science, food, just all kinds of different assets in ag that we all use. And then they offer scholarships. And so there's just a great way to get plugged into agriculture through all these different amazing opportunities they provide.
Right. Well, that's incredible. So what year are you in school again?
I'm a senior.
Senior. Okay. So is this your first year a part of the program, or have you been in it?
So I
longer?
transferred from community college, and
Yeah.
I got involved during my sophomore year.
Yeah.
And so I was an ambassador for AFA during my junior year here at Mississippi State, and then I'm still involved today.
Yeah. Well, that's absolutely incredible. So can you tell us a little bit about yourself? Where are you from? What's your major and all that?
So I'm from Leesburg, Mississippi. It's a very small community in northern Rankin County.
Okay.
And then I'm majoring in agricultural engineering, technology, and business, and then
Yeah.
have the concentration in precision ag. And then I'll be graduating in May and starting grad school as well.
Yeah. So what are you going to get your master's in?
Plant and soil science, so agronomy.
Wonderful, wonderful. So tell us a little bit about maybe what made you want to come to Mississippi State, and then maybe talk about why you chose your major.
So it just really seemed like a no-brainer. I grew up going to Mississippi State football games, and so it was just kind of always there, and I never really thought about going anywhere else other than Mississippi State. And then I chose AETB because my dad was actually an AETB.
Oh, wow, that's awesome.
And so I just growing up hearing his stories about his
Yeah.
time at Mississippi State and in the program and in agriculture and biological engineering, I just learned a lot from him, and two of his classmates who were in his program while he was there are actually my professors now.
Oh, that's
and so
really
it's a really
neat.
cool full circle
Yeah.
moment I've gotten to have and gotten to learn from them.
Yeah, well, that's incredible. So, what about agriculture interests you? You know, I know you said your dad went through AETB. So what kind of maybe you grew up in it, or what kind of influenced you to go more into agriculture?
Both sides of my family are actually involved in row crop production, and so I've been around agriculture since I was just a little baby,
Yeah.
and it's just super important. My
Right.
grandfather used to tell me when I was growing up that one day I'd be driving pink tractors around, and I thought that was the most repulsive thing that anybody
Yeah.
could say. I wanted to be a doctor. I wanted nothing to do with
Right.
agriculture.
Yeah.
And as I got older, I really realized the importance of agriculture, and ever since then, I never have looked back, and I've always wanted to kind of just pursue something in agriculture.
Yeah, well, that's incredible. So I'm sorry I'm bouncing around a little bit, but tell us a little bit more about AFA and kind of, do you get to do anything with them? Do you get to go places or anything like that with them?
Yes, they often say that AFA is the hidden treasure in agriculture.
Yeah.
Not many people know about it in Mississippi. Like when you get to the Midwest, all the schools are involved.
Oh, wow.
But in Mississippi, there's kind of a lack of just knowledge about it.
Right.
And so the travel opportunities are unreal.
Yeah.
I've gotten to go to, so the institutes they do them in conjunction with conferences a lot. So they'll do like the Precision Ag Institute in conjunction with Commodity Classic.
Yeah.
And so they've been to Orlando, Denver, Houston, just all the cool
Awesome.
places. And then also the thing they do is they are connected with these different companies. So I got to go to DC last year as a part of Crop Life's America regulatory conference.
Yeah.
And so not only do they do their own programming, different companies are reaching out to them, and they want them to send their best students so they're
Wow.
able to have these experiences. One cool thing about AFA is when you're meeting with them at these conferences, they will have people there from companies recruiting, and it's not just like technician one or just
Right,
somebody straight
right.
out of college that's recruiting you. It's their VPs, it's their
Yeah.
presidents, it's their CEOs. These people are really highly interested in students in agriculture and finding leaders.
Yeah, well, that's incredible. It sounds like AFA is a great program that maybe we need to spread the word about a little more, because what fun travel opportunities and great experiences for you to network and meet with those people. So what advice would you give to students that might be coming in about maybe AFA or agriculture or Mississippi State? Kind of give us some, if you could talk to some younger generations of students that would maybe choose Mississippi State, what would you tell them?
I would tell them to definitely choose it and to
Yeah.
get involved. So with AFA, it's just an application, and once you submit that application, that's all you have to pay.
Yeah.
If you're selected, these companies are sponsoring you to go to an events, and so it is an amazing opportunity. And so just like that with Mississippi
Yeah.
State, just take advantage of all the
Right.
opportunities you're given, because you
Yeah.
never know where it will take you.
Yeah, well, Ansley, thank you so much for being an ambassador for our university and for agriculture as a whole. And I'm excited to hear from you in the future. And thank you for all you do with AFA. So
Thank you, AC.
we'll be right back.
Think you know ag? Think again.
We are creative.
We protect the environment.
We prepare for careers in medicine and conduct research.
We empower people and communities.
We are technology driven.
And we feed and clothe the world. We are the College of Agriculture and Life Sciences at Mississippi State University.
Now we have the pleasure of speaking with Miss Brianna Croft. Brianna, how are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. Well, thank you so much for coming on. We're excited to hear from you today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, so can you start off by telling us a little bit about yourself?
Yes, so I'm from Central Illinois. My hometown is Normal, Illinois. It's right in the middle of the state, and I am the first person from my high school to go to Mississippi State.
Wow. So what attracted you to come to Mississippi State?
I never had a dream college. I just kind of wanted to apply to a whole bunch of different colleges in different states. And Mississippi State was the first college that I toured, and every other school I compared back to Mississippi State. So I knew that I was supposed to be here. I just felt such peace, and I felt like it could be home when I stepped on campus.
Yeah, well, that's awesome. We kind of hear that a lot, that Mississippi State's like this hidden gem, that if we could just get more people to come to campus, it'd be great. So I'm glad to hear you had a great experience. So can you tell us what your major is, what year in school you are?
I am an ag business policy and law major, and I'm a senior.
Gotcha. Okay, so you are a Demers Scholar, which is absolutely awesome. So congratulations on that. Can you tell us a little bit about what that is and what that means?
Yes. Well, first, thank you. Demers Scholars is Boone and Crockett affiliated organization. Mississippi State is one of the affiliates, along with Michigan State University and the University of Montana, and its focus is natural resources and conservation, because the professor over the program was the former Undersecretary of Ag for Natural Resources. And so throughout the summer we were in Washington, D.C. learning about natural resource policy, but we were also placed in internships based off of our interests. So I had the opportunity to be placed at the National Cotton Council working with their governmental relations team and really diving into ag policy.
Yeah, well, that's incredible. So tell us a little bit more about that internship and what all you got to do there.
Yes, so my main project throughout the internship was using USDA data and looking at the percentage of cotton land that's been taken out of production throughout the Cotton Belt due to urban development or different things like that. And that was really interesting to research. But then also through my mentors, we had the opportunity to meet with members of Congress and their staff and really be in the thick of Farm Bill conversations and attending hearings. So that was really interesting, and I really enjoyed that opportunity.
I bet that was really neat to kind of hear about that and kind of like be on the front lines of like getting to experience that. So that had to be really awesome. So what, why did you choose your major, and what kind of interested or sparked something in you to want to do that?
Well, initially I was a criminology major when I went here. I'm the 7th generation in my family to go into some sort of ag. And growing up around that, I wanted to take my own path, but found that that wasn't the right path for me and ended up meeting with an advisor in the ag econ department and changed my major. And I'm studying ag business policy and law, and that's exactly what I want to do. I have always had an interest for how the government works and the impacts of policy, and so finding ag policy, that little niche area, has been exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. And my dad studied ag economics when he was in college, and so it's been a fun full circle moment to connect on that.
Oh, that's really, really neat. So when you so are you going to graduate in May? Is that right?
Yes.
So what is your plans post graduation?
I'm hoping to attend grad school here and get a master's of science in the ag econ department, and then from there we'll see what other doors open.
Well, that's so exciting. So tell us a little bit more about the DC trip and kind of what you got to bring back, like what all you learned from that.
There was a small cohort of us, about 30, and we all got really close. We all had completely different experiences. Some were at the USDA, some were at the Forest Service. I was at the National Cotton Council, and it was a unique perspective because I was the only ag student. The rest were environmental studies or forestry majors. And so it was really cool to be able to take my internship experience through learning ag policy and being on the front lines of the Farm Bill and in the thick of those conversations, and then also connecting with the other Demers scholars and hearing their experiences in DC. And then what really set me up for success was taking public problems of agriculture through the department. I learned how to write policy briefs and make them be concise, and that really helped me enhance my writing skills and communication skills when I went to DC.
Yeah, that's really neat. So would you say that your education at Mississippi State or your classes you've taken have fully prepared you for that moment and stuff?
Absolutely, absolutely. The professors in the department are very supportive and want the best for us. So they really helped me prepare to go to DC, whether it was through classes, but also on a personal level of sending me outfits that I could wear or whatnot. But it was really amazing just to see their support, and then also connecting me with other scholarship opportunities to help foot the bill of being in DC as well. So.
Right. Well, that's incredible. And so we're so proud of you and so glad to have you in our department. And same thing with Ansley as an advocate for agriculture and an advocate for Mississippi State. Thank you for all that you do. So, and we appreciate you being on today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Excited to follow your future. So thank you so much for watching Influence. We'll see you next time.